Good day everyone. Today we will visit the second largest city in the Czech Republic, Brno. It is the largest city in the part of Moravia, which is the east of the Czech Republic. Maybe not many people outside of the Czech Republic knows that the majority of the Czech Republic are Czech people and Moravian people are living in the east part of the Czech Republic, which is quite large part of the Czech Republic. Where the larger city on the east north is city Ostrava, and on the east south is located Brno, which is close to Vienna and Bratislava. In 2023, more than 400,000 residents registered for permanent residency in Brno for the first time. And so it is clear that the metropolis of Moravia has a lot to offer. So today we will go to know the sites that I believe are worth the effort of traveling even from a greater distance. So today we will take a nice evening walk through the historic center of Brno. As for the city of Brno, my family had many relatives, so in my childhood I traveled quite regularly to the city of Brno, and one of my parents grew up until the 20s in Brno, including their spouses. But I remember Brno a little differently. It was still heated with a coal in the apartments, buildings, and coal was put into the cellars from the sidewalk, and the city didn't look as beautiful as does today, when the entire center is actually newly reconstructed. And in addition to that, there are restaurants everywhere. As in Brno, young people have run several restaurants, which are very popular in the whole city center of Brno, and that changes the face of the city and center of Brno. We start our walk in the center of Brno and look at the Parnassus Baroque fountain, which stands in the center of the square known as Zelený trh, and so it is dominant feature. This Baroque fountain was built between 1690 and 1695. The fountain tank has the plan of 6-pointed star, into which water flows from the three metal spots, which represent an unrealistic Baroque representation of dolphins. The fountain symbolizes a cave and is richly decorated with many allegorical figures or mythical animals. On today's walks, we will soon clip the old town hall, Tava, and enjoy the wonderful views from the Tava of the surrounding area. And we will also take a look at the ground floor of the town hall for a while. And then we will move from the town hall Tava to the fresh market. And we will continue further to the church of St. Paul and Peter. And then we will walk through a couple of squares and stop a few monuments along the way. We will also look at the Jesuit church and go to the picture square Kravy Hory Park to see the festival of huge inflated 10-meter models of space bodies and the planet Earth. The town hall tower is 63 meters high and today serves mainly cultural purposes. In its premises there is an information center and permanent exhibition about Antonin Pilgrim. The area is entered through an arch passage whose portal with a legendary band turret is the work of the sculptor Anton Pilgrim, a representative of late Gothic. Of course, for a smaller fee, it is possible to go up to the Tava walkway, which we will see in a moment, and in the summer season you can visit the town hall premises such as the Crystal Hall, the Fresco Hall and the Treasure Hall. On the first floor of the Old Town Hall you can visit the Magister Anton Pilgrim exhibition, dedicated to the most prominent artistic figure associated with the city of Brno in the late Middle Ages. This builder, sculptor and stonemason is among other things the author of the well-known Old Town Hall portal. As I was here in the early evening in the summer, live music was playing here, and concert, festival, theatre, performance and film screening are often held in the courtyard of the town hall. The courtyard of the Old Town Hall, with the Renaissance arcade from the end of the 16th century, is the work of Italian builder. Other modifications are a result of early Baroque reconstruction. The Old Town Hall served its purpose until 1935, after which the authorities moved to the premises of the new Town Hall on Dominikánské náměstí. It is the square outside of this place. Trust you do enjoying the views around surroundings. We are now looking at the Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul. The sacral history of the cathedrals dates back to the 11th and 20th centuries, when a Romanic chapel was built on Peter. At the end of the 12th century, a church with an apse and crypt was built here. In the 13th century, it was rebuilt into a Romanic basilica, the remains of which were discovered during archaeological research of the cathedral at the beginning of the 21st century and are also open to the public. The temple was then rebuilt in an early Gothic style and named a provost church and a collegiate chapter house. The bells on the local towers ring at noon at 11 o'clock, reminding of the legend of the trick used by General Radovid the Švihov during the siege of Brno by Swedish troops. According to legend, General Torstens declared that if the city was not taken before noon, he would end the siege, and so the Švihov let the noon bell ring an hour early. Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul on the Petrov Hill is the main church of the diocese. It is an episcopal church from the word cathedra. According to the latest finding, the beginnings of the church on Petrov Hill date back to the 1270. It underwent several reconstructions during the Gothic period. The original dedication to St. Peter was extended to the dedication to St. Peter and Paul already before 1378. During the 30 Years' War, the church burned down and its restoration took place in two Baroque phases, in 1651 to 52 and 1743 to 1746. In 1296, a collegiate chapter was established at the church, and when Pope Pius VI, a bull from 1777, confirmed the establishment of the Brno bishopric, the Church of St. Peter and Paul was elevated to a cathedral. After the archaeological survey that took place in the cathedral in the early 1990s, the Romanesque Gothic crypt was open to the public. Visitors can see liturgical textiles, monstrances, chalices and other items previously hidden in depositories. In addition to the Romanic crypt and the view from the north toward the city of Brno and south view towards Palava Cathedral Tower, the cathedral treasure became another offer for tourists and visitors of Petrov. On June 29, 2005, next to the chapter of the Annunciation with a rare Renaissance altar, the new Adoration Chapel of the Body of Christ was opened in the northern entrance of the cathedral. The cathedral was seriously damaged several times, especially during the 30 Years' War. During the 18th century, the interior of the church was rather heavily Baroquized by the architect Moritz Grimm, which was manifested mainly in the side altar, in the reconstruction on the main one, and also in the removal of a significant part of the Gothic elements from the interior. The reconstruction was carried out by the prominent Brno builder František Benedikt Kličník. In 1777, the church was declared a cathedral. However, the development of the cathedral did not stop with the Baroquization, as it was further architecturally modified in the years 1879 to 1891. At this time, the neo-Gothic reconstruction of the presbytery, of the chapel of the Virgin Mary, and also the sacristy took place. The shape of today's main altar comes from the end of the 19th century. It is also worth to mention that above the main entrance to the cathedral, on its facade, there is a quote written in Latin from the Gospel of Matthew. And I'm going to citate that. The quote is here: "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will refresh you. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and lovely in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For he does not press my yoke, and he does not weigh my burden." As for the interiors, I was here 15 years ago, and simply could not find all photographs. So I need to get a free time to visit interiors of these beautiful cathedrals one more time, and then I will definitely make another video focusing exclusively on this beautiful building. And we will continue to other interesting monuments in a moment throughout the entire city center of Brno.